Rightio, the Carnival of Miracles is hotting up and it will start this Saturday night. I'm lucky enough I'm going to be there. So is Aaron Dunn. Hi, Dunny.
How you going?
Good, mate. Very good. We're both heading there the next couple of days. We're in Ballarat and you're going to make half the trip tonight and then head up there afterwards. Bring back some fond memories of last year.
Yeah, it was a good time going up there last year. Probably better the time before, to be honest, because had the Derby run a place and behind the good horse of Leap to Fame with Hot Deal, and had a good run in the Chariot. So
with Bondi Lockdown wasn't it?
Yeah. And then last year we won the old Bohemian Crystal.
I was there. I was pretty happy actually. I wasn't standing that far past you, and meant a lot. It's a great night of racing, Miracle Mile night. It's a great carnival, isn't it? The whole Carnival of Miracles.
Oh yeah, it's just great. It's that's good. They've got it's all congested into the one night. It's a great night, I reckon.
Yep, it starts off this week, Derby heats, and then go from there. And we'll touch on your Derby runners in a second. The Cordina Sprint, Bondi Lockdown. He goes around and coming out of 5 now with the scratching underneath him. How's he tracking this year?
Yeah, no, Luke's really happy with him. He just sort of, you'd love him to be in that race, and they just go helter-skelter the whole way. They slow up for a 28 quarter in the third quarter, and then you're still running home in 26, the last, start. So, he's real happy with him. He's just said he's a machine. Just, need him going hard all the way. If you're back in the field, and he'd be right over the top of him.
Yeah, that's any race, isn't it? But it must be so good for you guys seeing him up there and racing consistently as well. Yeah,
no, it is good. It's not quite the same when you're a hands-on person, but I've probably learned to get used to it. And when I went up there for the race last week with the 3-year-olds, or I saw him a bit, but I didn't see him a lot. So,
does Luke let you near him or not?
Oh. Well, yeah, Luke does, but Lou that works for him said, no, I'll wash him after the race, so I'll just let him go.
You got to do those things too. You're taking 2 3-year-olds up. We've got D-Row in race number 8, the first of the Derby heats. Barrier 5, good field. Bay of Biscay and the likes underneath here as well, so it's going to be an interesting race.
Yeah, look, he's probably the stronger of the two horses, but, the other bloke seems to have a blister and sprint on him, like he come home in 25-something last time up there, but it's just awkward draws, hard to know whether to work forward and how hard to work them, but I'll have to do a bit more form before I get into the race and have a look.
They've looked after you with the scratching now. All 3 of your horses are coming out of 5.
Well, could have had a bit closer in, would have been better, but that's still better than 6, isn't it?
No, it is indeed. And then in the last race, it's an ungodly hour, but anyway, 10 past 11, Komodo, how's he tracking?
Yeah, no, he's good. I haven't, I've asked Luke, I've left him up there I was going to bring him home, and, it was a hot day to bring him home on the Sunday after they raced up there, and Luke sort of talked me into, probably best to leave him there. They'd go well if I brought him back for the heat, but they might struggle for the finals, So, yeah, he's been raving about D-Row, but he's a nice, art major, colt and strong and probably 480 kilos, and little Komodo's like I think he was 345 when we put him on the scales before we went to the race the other day.
He doesn't tick a lot of Luke's sort of boxes, little bloke, does he?
Well, I don't know. He never probably works that good at home, but then goes to races, and look, probably he could have went better than D-Row if he'd sat behind the leader in the Simpson race up there. So, Just probably not the standout champion looking horse that D-Row probably looks, to be honest. That's probably why I paid a lot of money for him.
That's right. Well, that's right. That's what happens. The rest of the team, mate, how's it all going?
Yeah, pretty good. It's sort of got about. Well, I think Morgan said we've got about 18 in work at the moment. So sort of half the reason I sort of had to come home. I had a first star that ran second the other night, and another first star tonight, and I would have had a 2-year-old in, but. Yeah, didn't put the stable return in because you own them, you sort of forget, and I missed out by a day tonight and then entered for next week, and I was prepared to fly home and drive him because I think he goes really nice.
What's he by?
Down by the seaside, but he's 390 kilos, he's huge. Yeah. But yeah, he just might take a bit of time to get a bit of speed, but he's still, trialled well and won the trial the other day at Maryborough, but there's a few coming through. We've got a couple of nice major filly and another one. So I've sort of got to try and get these 2-year-olds, considering I've put in for a slot up in Queensland.
I did see that. You're really enjoying the game now. You're sort of looking at it a bit differently, aren't you? You're travelling to New South Wales, good association with Luke, and now you're going to Queensland. You go to Mildura every other week when you've got nothing else to do. You seem to be really enjoying it, mate.
Yeah, probably the only trouble is I live probably really the arse end of the part to have probably those few nicer horses. I'm sort of trying to get a few nice horses and sort of backed off on the seed clone and sort of probably haven't done a day of that this year, which I hope I don't have to, but still have to manage a little bit of it. But yeah, probably because I'm doing it as a hobby, I'm probably prepared to travel, and it's good to go to different places and make a bit of a holiday of it. And that's where you're good horses. If you go on those better races, hopefully you can tick up a few dollars.
All right, mate. Hopefully I'll let you go, but hopefully you can get the chockies at Menangle. I'll be able to interview you afterwards for Club Menangle. It's a good carnival, as I said, starts this Saturday night, and then Miracle Mile, of course, the following Saturday. Wear my other hat too. Nutrient Sale is on the Sunday after the Miracle Mile as well. So it's a good place to be. It's a lot of fun. They do it well up there too, don't they?
Yeah, no, they do, and they seem to, they probably looked after me when I took Bondi up there the first time for the chariots, and it's sort of, it's good. Yeah.
You're right. You're taking your 2-year-old up for the slot race. I should have asked that for the creek. Or are you going to try and buy one?
Well, I'm trying to do that, and look, I got in a bit of trouble with my partner because I
don't know why.
Well, she was planning on having a 50th birthday on that weekend with an identical twin, and I still booked it and wasn't sure of getting it, but because it was drawn out of the hat. But I just thought, well, for the money and then what you get for running down the track, and then being an early 2-year-old, if I haven't got one, maybe I'll just find one or buy one, or there'd be one that you won't have to try and get the better horses quite so soon as the older races, I don't think.
Morgan might be watching this. She might be thinking, I might have a chance of a trip to Queensland if the right horse goes. You might have to stay at home for the birthday.
Well, she started uni. She's doing uni part-time now. So
Queensland trip,
no, that's right. I might have to send her up there, or her or Ryan might be fighting for it. But it's a hard one. I've got a nice place to stay on the coast. I did a deal with.
I'm happy to put my hand up
with a mate's house on the main beach, or apartment. Sorry, that he lives in New South Wales. So I stayed there last time I was up there and didn't really want to come home. So with a bit of luck, he stands up and be good enough, but if I don't know. I'll have to work it out. I haven't even looked at all the conditions, to be honest.
You'll be right.
Well, you spend a bit of money on a yearling, and I thought, well, it's a $500,000 race, and soon.
I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's lost me in a minute.
Pro Star.
Yeah.
And look, it was probably not a lot of people knew about it. So that's probably.
There's a few trotting blokes that knew about it. You beat a few of them. They missed out on their slots.
Yeah, no, I was just probably lucky. I actually tried to watch it online, and they were running late, and I was trying to drag the track at the same time. And when I actually got it up on the screen, I'd just seen the last one drawn out, and then I seen my name above it, so I knew I had a slot. So yeah.
We'll give Darren Clayton a drive-by and tell him he's got to lift his game and get him on time, so he'll be fine. Dunny, better let you go. You in the next?
No worries. Yep. Thank you.
I'll chat with you later on, mate. But thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah.